Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jordan Fisher.
I'm Tim Hatman.
I'm Cypher PK, and this is the May Contain
Action podcast.
Available on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, and more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the May Contain Action podcast. For your two favorite people talk about content, pop culture, gaming. We do it all with our favorite people. You might hear an old wooden door opening. Don't worry about that. We'll get that taken care of. We need some upgrades to the studio. Also, one of my lovely mods is telling me to mute my alerts, which I will do. This is a hell of an intro, let me tell you.
You could always start over again.
No, we do it live, Jen.
We keep this train rolling.
We do it live. Today, I'm your guest. I'm your host. I'm not your guest. I'm the host. We just keep it going. We just keep the train going. I'm Paul, aka ActionJaxon, host number one. My guest host today is the one and only Sherpa extraordinaire and forever giggle wheezer.
Oh.
Genticles, everybody. Genticles is here.
Hi.
That's all. Okay, just the hi. All right, cool. It's her first time doing a podcast. She doesn't know how to be host number 3. Perfect. Host number 3, Genticles. But the real reason we're here is our actual guest.
What's that?
The sound gate. Come on. It's a small 747 going. It's fine. It doesn't matter. A very special guest. She's a part of the Up and Comer series. She's a TikTok sensation, imitator extraordinaire, leader of the Stonies.
Oh God.
Amethyst, aka Ames, is here, everybody.
Hi. Hello.
Hot dog. Ames, welcome to the pod.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So glad to have you on. My goodness. That was your, just so listeners know, is that your sound gate going off?
Is there something happening?
No, you're good now. It was like a second ago.
I think
Something
it was
like
PM. I think we should blame PM.
Yeah, it's probably PM. Sounded like a
Yeah, it
small
was PM. He's
Cessna
so
taking off.
unprofessional.
I just had an audio guy come out, one of my friends, literally like 2 days ago and fix everything. So it's like new. So maybe there's something we didn't catch. I am so sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's fine. It's
Okay.
No, Paul
this
just really wants you to be as uncomfortable as possible for this process.
I just said it's fine. I can see a trend that's going to happen on today's podcast. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I should have got a babysitter for Heidi as well. Man.
No. This is a dog-friendly podcast.
Yes,
Okay,
I really
cool.
hope. She was saying earlier before I did the intro, I think it was before the intro, that her dog will breathe deeply into the mic. She just jumps up on your lap and breathes into the mic.
Yeah, she like gets really excited and she'll be like right by my shoulder and just start breathing heavily like on my neck and into the mic. I don't know. She's excited.
I love it. What kind of dog
What
is
kind
she?
of dog is she?
A German short-haired pointer.
She's so pretty.
German. I'm definitely Googling that right now. German short-haired pointer. Does she point when she sees things? Is that why they're called pointers?
Mm-hmm. They're known as hunting dogs, and so
awesome.
when she sees birds, she'll like get into this beautiful like pointing stance. But we never actually take her hunting because we don't hunt. But she likes
awesome.
to, and that's why you'll hear her like by the back door whining because she wants to go point at the birds on the back porch.
Oh, she just wants to point.
She just wants to point. She gets really upset when I don't go out there with her. She's
Really?
like, Mom, come look. Yeah, she's like, she whines at the door. And I go out there and then she like moves 5 feet towards the balcony and it's like, yeah, look what I see. And it's like a bird in its nest on the side of the apartment.
That's amazing. That's
Cute.
adorable.
That's too cute.
It's very cute. Yeah, all these little pictures are adorable. Is she brown?
Yes, she is
Wow.
brown.
I'm all
There's
seeing
a little bit of white spots.
White spots. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I know Jen was going to make that into a race thing, but I need you to calm down, Jen. All right, I felt it.
No, I was gonna say. So Ames is streaming right now, so I'm looking at her dog on her stream.
Oh, very cool.
That's what I meant. Like, wow, Paul, you don't even have a stream up.
I'm sorry. Why is this happening?
I'm just
Why?
here to keep you on.
Why is everything falling apart? The title's wrong. The tweet was wrong.
She's the regional manager that comes in and like talks to the 19-year-old that's running the store. And she's like, so why is this not cleaning the floor?
Have you ever heard of a belt, son? Like, that's me.
You ever heard of a belt, son? Oh God. Well, also, by the way, to our listeners, the voice you're hearing as well is also our lovely producer PM.
Hi.
In the background there. Yeah, hi PM. Very good. Oh, and I forgot to say earlier, so sorry to our sponsor, Manscaped. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. All right, the absolute best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Love it every time we say it. It's fantastic. Ames. Do you prefer Ames or Amethyst?
Either one. A lot of my viewers call me Ames, and my family has always called me Ames. So
Amethyst it is. Perfect. So Ames, we'd like to get to know you. Obviously, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the format, but we essentially ask the same basic questions to kind of understand where you come from as a content creator and some of your background. Our first question is probably the most straightforward and simple, right in your face. Where did your name come from? And if it wasn't the first name you had, what was it?
So it wasn't the first name I had, which I'll get into. I had the whole like AIM account and everything, AOL.
Heck yes.
But actually, okay, so do you know who Roman Atwood is?
Yes, I do.
So before Amethyst, I was Smile More 23. And then I was like, I want to brand myself. And I went to Google.
Okay.
And I did the most like basic thing you do when you want to find a new name. And I Googled gamer tags. And it came up with things like Transformers 76. And I was like, great, this is a dead end. So I ended up just looking up names that correlated with my real name. And I found an old website that had the like relation to Amethyst. Like a correlation. The name Amy had a correlation to Amethyst, sorry.
Oh,
and, it was really cool. And I decided just to go with it. I felt like Amethyst was really easy to brand with. And
sure,
I went with it. Yeah.
Oh, so your name isn't Amethyst?
No, it's Amy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense.
You thought her legal name was Amethyst?
I mean, her name on Twitch is I'm Amethyst.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I don't
know. That's cool.
I'm not sure if that's a necessarily correlation that, like, for instance, like Tim was like, I'm Tim the Tatman for a while. His last name isn't Tatman.
It's not?
It's not Tim Tatman. No, he has a completely different last name.
Yep. What about Trevor?
Touche. All right. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What about ActionJaxon?
Whatever. That's my legal name. Look, back to Ames. All right, because she said something that I thought was very interesting. She was like, "You do like you do, and you Google like screen names," and I was like, "I don't know that I've ever done that. I didn't know that was a thing." You kind of almost went in like the reverse. I feel like of most people, because most people are like, "This is what I'm known as," or "This is like a fun name I've always like grown up with," or whatever. And then they use that, and they end up regretting it later because they're like, "I can't brand that at all. Like that's a terrible name." Like me, ActionJaxon was a terrible idea. But you were like, let me go to Google, find a name that works and a name that I think I can brand with. It's like the exact opposite. So do you feel like that paid off? Do you feel like you're like, is it easier to do Amethyst, or does you find like someone else has that name or it gets in the way?
There's a few people on Twitch that have the name, but I found it was really easy to brand with. Like it already had a color, it had purple. And then what really got me was like, if I get affiliate, I want my own sub badges. And the stone grows the more months you've been subscribed. And I was like, how perfect, how cute. And I made a little logo out of it and whatnot. So
awesome.
I kind of fell for it. And it's really cool because like in the name Amethyst, it has AME, which, like I said, like a lot of my viewers call me Ames instead of like my family with my name Amy.
Yeah.
So it just kind of worked out.
Very cool. Yeah, you did the name the right way.
Yeah.
Everyone else did it the wrong way. It was like I think it was even Siegel was like, yeah, I don't know. It's Siegel.
It just came to me.
It's just I don't know. Or like they did the random name generator. But you were gonna say, what was your AIM? Your AIM one?
So I played softball when I was little, growing up. So it was S-ball chick 96.
Heck yes.
Classic. Such a classic AIM name. So
and now looking
classic.
back on it, I was like, no one's really gonna know like what S-ball stands for, right? Maybe, I don't know. S-ball chick 96.
I was soccer girl, GURL.
Like, you were soccer girl?
I was soccer girl 6'6", so I totally relate to that because that was my whole identity in middle school was that I played soccer. So
I was Hooters boy.
Hooters boy?
Hooters boy.
Yeah.
You got right to the point. You weren't messing around on the internet.
My dad franchised the Hooters when I was 13. So that was a really
okay.
There was a point in my life when that became,
That explains a lot about your personality. I get that now.
Yeah, more than the wings. So
more than the wings. Incredible. So S-ball chick 96, you said?
Yes.
Incredible.
Thanks.
God, those are
There's
so
my
good.
RuneScape name as well.
So, oh gosh, you played RuneScape? Oh my gosh.
I played RuneScape growing up. Yes.
R.I.P. Oh no. Did you? So what? What is your generation then? You grew up with AIM, so that puts you what, like late 20s?
Yeah, I'm 24.
20. Okay, that's much younger than I thought. They
Yeah,
had
we still
AIM.
Paul
then?
thought you looked 35. He's very rude.
No.
It's nice to know the generation. Is she a Zoomer or a Boomer? Like, who am I talking to? Like, I don't know. I mean,
She's a
we had
Zoomer.
dial up and everything.
I think we're the Zoomers because we're not quite Zoomers and we're not quite Boomers. We're Thoomers.
Yeah, it's like a good in between. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're a couple of Thoomers. Very good.
Yeah, and she had 96 in her name, so that probably meant that was her birth year.
Yeah, it was a bad idea,
It's okay. It was a safer time back then too. So you were allowed to give out this information.
Right.
Yeah, I was not. I thought you were just a really woke kid.
Yeah.
You put 96.
It's real awkward when you say woke. Wow.
Is this going to be an hour and a half of Jen attacking me? Is that what it's going to be?
No.
Is that what we're going to do? What's going to do? Thin ice, Jen.
Well, I like the name Amethyst because I think I actually have a lot of amethyst in my house because it's supposed to be like I'm not totally buying into the whole like crystals thing, but man, are they pretty? Like, and they're supposed to be nice.
Pretty.
Yeah. So I've always liked your name because I just love amethyst and it's my birthstone. So.
Very cool. Jen, hit her with our super important question of the day. Probably the most hard hitting one.
Listen, Amethyst. This is the most important question you'll answer on this podcast. And in the habit of Trevor May, I just want to make sure you know that, this is an important part of not only your personality, but just how you project yourself into the world. So if you had to pick one favorite fast food, what would it be and why?
Okay. Let's see. Do y'all know what Bill Miller's is?
I do not.
Miller's? What?
Bill Miller's.
Is that your friend?
No.
I'm from Texas. So we have like a Southern barbecue chain fast food restaurant. And that would probably be like my favorite place that I go. They have just like good tacos, like Tex-Mex tacos. And they also have just really good chicken strips. So
what? It's called Bill Miller's?
Bill Miller's.
Really?
William Miller the Third. Yeah, I don't know. I'm Googling it.
I'm actively Googling as well. Ooh. All right. So this is like your go-to spot whenever you're in there. How far is the closest
a
one
little
to you?
weird.
7 minutes? 7 to 10 minutes?
Oh, I'm not like geolocating. I didn't know if it was like a occasional thing or she's like there every day, like stops around. I
got it this morning.
Jen. You went there this morning?
Yeah, I got tacos this morning from there on the way to work.
Did you breakfast tacos?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know. In her About Me, it says that she loves tacos and sweet tea. So.
Yeah, you're super Texas. That's incredible. That's incredibly Texas thing. Oh my gosh, those look so good.
Oh, I love it. I mean, there's obviously like better barbecue restaurants to sit down at, but this is like a good, fast, like just quick drive-through.
For sure.
You know, they made drive-through barbecue. We don't have a place where you can drive through and get ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fresh every day as well. I'm pretty sure they deliver every single morning, like fresh trucks.
Ooh.
They need to sponsor you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, Bill Miller is #ad.
Established in 1953.
Jen going through the Wikipedia.
Thank you, Jen.
I am.
Well, it appears that they were established in
No,
1953.
it's on their logo. It says Bill Miller.
They introduced a pulled pork taco in 1989.
Did they really?
Bill Miller passed on the franchise to his son.
I'm like, I'm not on the Wikipedia, but PM is.
Oh, at the heart. You're like an investigative reporter, Jen. This is a lot.
You know, that was literally my job, though. I just did research.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind.
Paul doesn't know me. I have whenever I get to be on the podcast, I'm sure he'll learn a lot about me.
I can't wait to have you on, Jen. We're looking forward to
Can't wait
having
to
you
be
on
a guest. Can't wait.
Never
Honestly,
been
it'll be
Super
a huge
excited.
honor.
My goodness. Amethyst. So you are a huge Bill Miller fan. So I imagine you were just eating that all day before you decided to become a TikTok sensation. But what did you actually do work-wise, or like school or anything else for that matter? What did you do before you were a content creator? And did you decide to take it like full time? Like, is it your main gig?
Still not my main gig. I mean, that's the dream, dream goal is to take it full time. But
Sure.
I graduated from Texas State University with my bachelor in recreational administration.
Awesome. Love that.
So my goal was to either like run a summer youth camp or a year-round summer camp.
Oh.
Yeah, or start my own
Cool.
one day. But then COVID hit. Yeah.
That would dampen that a little bit.
And so I'm only working in their office at their plumbing company bills. And then I come home, and when I find time, I either stream or try to make new content.
That's amazing. So I like the concept. Let me actually get this out of the way. So I'm not a huge, I don't know how to say this, fan of children.
What does this have to do with anything?
I'm gonna land my plane. Like, not like in a bad, like I hate kids. I just like can't relate to them to like a youth group. I think I told you this before.
No, I totally.
Okay, this is good.
I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the concept of starting a summer camp like never even crossed my mind. I know of summer camps, but I never thought of like, how did this begin? Like someone must have started it at some point. Well, let me ask you this. So at your camp, like in your ideal world that you would have started this, what's the name of the camp for one? And like, what's the draw? Is it camping? Are you doing certain activities? Is it survival? What are we doing?
Okay, well, I've mostly worked at recreational camps where basically campers from the age like 8 to 15 come and they just stay in dorms. It's co-ed or it's non-co-ed. So there's like a boys camp and then a separate girls camp. Cool. And then they participate in recreational activities all day, just different things like archery, basketball, sports, art. And so what I wanted to do as far as starting my own, which no one steal this idea.
Oh gosh.
Or we will kill you.
We will find you.
I wanted to start a camp that was sort of video game themed to get those kids that normally would want to stay home and be in their room all summer playing video games and get them active by bringing them to a summer camp that they could connect to because it's things they like video games. So like I would have to get like, the rights to things or maybe switch it up a bit, but we could have dorms that are like Mario themed dorms or Fortnite themed dorms and like things like that and activities like that.
Oh, it'd be freaking sick.
I think that would bridge the gap between regular sports and esports too, because I think a lot of parents, like, I think our generation, as we have kids, video games are more of a part, but I think maybe the generation above us and especially older, they don't see esports as an actual career path, but I think it very much is now. So that would actually be a great way to get kids who kind of do want to go into esports, but to make them kind of socialize in a safer setting, I think, than just throwing them out on the internet. Like, they would be a little more monitored too. Like, I think that would be a good way to kind of start people on like their gaming adventures.
Absolutely.
Right.
I went to a lot of summer camps, so because I have very working parents, and so I think it's really neat that you would want to do a summer camp, because that was my favorite part of the summer, was going to different camps. Like, I would go to a new camp every summer.
Wow. Would you go to overnight camps, Jen, or you went to like day camps?
No, we would do day camp. So I did. this is gonna be. I've been to like horse camp. I went to space camp. I went to. So they didn't have a Girl Scout camp. I really wanted to learn like scouting and camping, and they didn't have a Girl Scout one. So I went to a Boy Scout one. I was the only girl, but they let me like wear the Boy Scout uniform and stuff, and because I didn't want to learn kind of more like. And this is not. I'm sure it's not the same now, but when I was little, the Girl Scouts was like arts and crafts and, community work and stuff like that. But I was like, I want to make a fire. Like, I want to learn how to like do, I wanted to learn like classic, like kind of camping stuff. And unfortunately at that time, that was more Boy Scout stuff. So yeah, I went to a Boy Scout camp, but I did a swimming camp. I did, what do we do?
Wow.
I went to an engineering camp. That one sucked, but it was, I got smarter. it was not as fun. I went to a karate camp. Yeah, I did everything. Yeah.
What the heck? You went to so many camps?
Yeah, because I'm a product of divorce, and so I would go to my dad's for the summer, and he worked. So he was like, "What camp you want to go to?" And he let me just pick. Like, I would just pick a camp, and I tried something new every year.
What?
And sometimes I would do 2 a summer, depending on how long they went.
I didn't know they had that many camps.
I think it made me a more well-rounded person, honestly. But
for sure.
Yeah, and obviously I did soccer camp a couple times, but yeah.
Oh, obviously.
Jen's a secret black belt.
No, so it's funny. You go to camp and you learn some things are just not for you. Like, I think it was a good way to. It's a trial and error.
Am I into space? Am I into engineering? Am I into horses?
Yeah, and then you go to karate camp and you're like, what? I'm real bad at karate, and so you go to space camp the next summer. You find your niche. But did you go to camps a lot as a kid too? Is that why you're kind of a fan of them, or?
I went to this one camp and I loved it so much that when I turned 18, I applied to be a counselor, and I just kind of worked my way up the ladder there, and it was so much fun.
Wow. Were you at like a space camp or like a?
Oh no. It was just like it was like an overnight camp where you would like wake up and you would have breakfast and like the flag raising, 3 activities in the morning, lunch, rest period, and then 3 activities in the afternoon. And then you would do like an evening program.
Yeah.
And then you would all sing goodnight, and then you'd go to bed and tell like stories and stuff. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like that show Bug Juice. Did you ever watch Bug Juice?
What the hell is that?
It was on Disney Channel. So maybe it doesn't make me. It was a show about like a real summer camp, but I think it was scripted, but they made it look like a real one. But it was called Bug Juice because that's like the punch they drank. But it was an overnight camp, and I remember watching it. And my dad came in. He's like, "That's why you won't go to an overnight," because there was like girls and boys kissing and stuff. My dad was like, "That's why you don't do overnight camp." And so,
I liked camps to some extent, but I didn't like the day camps. I went to like a day camp every summer, and they were kind of lame. It was basically just like 900 kids in like a middle school, and then we would all like have different activities or whatever. And there's always like a lot of cliques, and you always did all the campers or the who is it? Wow, not the campers. Who's in charge of the campers? What are their names?
counselors.
There it is. Counselors always had their dang favorites. I remember it was never me.
I was always the favorite.
Really
I was
hard.
really
I bet
helpful.
you were.
Like I was always like the equipment carrier because I'd be like, I'll just hang out with you because I was such a dork.
I will never forget. Like you have those random traumatizing childhood experiences. We all have them. One of mine, I can still remember the way the guy looked. I remember his face and everything. It was wild. I thought we were all like, it was like a bunch of guys, like a bunch of us guys, and like one of the dude counselors, like we're all hanging out and having fun and like joking around. And then one of the campers like kind of jumped on his back a little bit, not like aggressive, but just like jumped on his back and like, you know, gave him a little piggyback ride, and it was all fun. And I was like, oh, that's fun. And then I did it, and he was like, get off. And I was like, ah!
Oh, no.
You just got too comfortable too fast.
He like yelled at me, and I was like, okay, guess we're not friends. And I just left. I was like, my mom picked me up later. She's like, how was it? I was like, I don't want to come back. It was horrifying.
Poor Paul.
It was the most traumatizing thing ever. So if you're a counselor, just like spread out the favorites. I don't know, like make it seem like everyone's your favorite or something. I don't know. I
or
get
else you'll make an army of Pauls. Like it explains a lot about you. Honestly, this story.
He just yelled "get off" so loud, and I remember it was like also embarrassing because like everyone in the general vicinity heard it, and I was like, oh, okay, you couldn't have just whispered that to me, it'd have been fine. But
someone needs to call Tears so she can hug you right now.
I'm gonna cry right now just thinking about it. I'm gonna cry on this whole podcast. Anyway, that is super cool. Ames, starting a camp and then having it be like gamer themed. It sounds dope. I'm 100% in the Mario cabin. That sounds awesome.
It could be a Halo cabin.
I'm a big fan of that.
Right.
Also, the only overnight camp I ever did was a week long, and it was dope. The overnight camp is where it's at. I'm not a huge fan of like the day camp. Those ones suck. But
I mean, they weren't that bad, though.
No, they suck. They're the worst. They're really traumatizing. The overnight ones, though.
I don't think everyone finds those traumatizing, but
it's at the overnight ones. There's always like, it's like you're a little community. It always feels like it's like years you've been there, not like a week. I don't know. It just feels like it's day 592. Jenny still hasn't accepted my notes of "Do you like me" or not. It's like a lot.
There's only two options: yes or no, Jenny. Yes. Please make a choice.
She refused to answer. I think she's into me.
I saw you throw it away, Jenny.
I know you love me.
I know. So
in between kayaking. So yes, Jen, by all means, hit her with the next one.
Okay, because I couldn't think of a segue, and I want to be like, okay, well, anyway.
You just yell it. That's what pod's all about.
Next question is one thing you wish you would have known when you started. Like what, as far as, and this could be for Twitch or TikTok or any social media, because I mean, you have a pretty good following on Twitter as well. So as far as, you know, starting your, I think, content creation, like what is something you've learned that you find to be like the most valuable tip you could pass on?
That's a good question. Probably patience. I feel like in the beginning, I was always like watching my numbers, especially when I first started streaming. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like it's been a month and I still only have my mom and my boyfriend watching.
Side note, is that Amethyst in chat? Is that who that?
Yeah, I saw
my mom.
That's so great.
She's so supportive.
That's amazing.
She's so cute.
Like she's so nervous, but she's doing great.
She can tell I'm nervous. Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, no, she said you're doing great. I made up the other part. I'm a liar. It's a bad habit.
Oh no.
I feel like I was nervous for the first question, but now that we've been talking, I'm like chilling out, you know?
Yeah, just
like,
you know, honestly, just relax.
You just have
totally
yeah, like you're never gonna make more mistakes than Paul. So
100%. I'll be the idiot on the podcast. You'll be fine. Everyone be like, that guy doesn't know how to lead a podcast.
He don't word good.
he don't do words good. Sorry, please, Amy, continue.
Yeah, so I think just like keep grinding and don't stop, because there's definitely a point where I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like this is not really getting anywhere. And then I just like kept doing it. I'm not partnered or anything on Twitch. I mean, hopefully in the future, but
you're affiliate now, right?
Yeah, I'm affiliated. Yeah. Which I was super excited for when that happened. But I've only
about
been
a year and a
streaming
half ago. I looked at your Instagram. I did the math on the week.
What?
It was a year and a half ago. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Jen cares.
I did my
Jen's a
research.
good host.
I know. I was so pumped. I was talking to PM. I was like, 11 weeks ago, you hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, and now you're almost at 3. I was like, she's growing so fast. I'm so proud of her. Like, I was just sorry. Anyway,
No,
You're totally good.
that's amazing. You reverse engineered the weeks and then did the math. That's good. It is really good.
We have been growing. I guess that's the other thing I would give advice on is if you're looking to grow, go to those other platforms besides Twitch. Go on Instagram, go on Twitter, and especially TikTok. TikTok has 800 million users to it. So your videos are going to reach some people. It's not going to, hopefully it's not reaching anybody, but like you should be reaching some people on TikTok. And I saw that there was a lack of gaming content on TikTok as far as like the voiceovers and things like that, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try that out and see how it goes, and it did well.
Yeah, so it's kind of speaking of that, I'm not sure when this video came out. It felt like it was at least a month ago. I saw one of your TikToks way before I was even acquainted with you through the most recent one that you made with me and Jen and the Liability Boys. But it was you just like doing I don't know what they're called because I'm not a Zoomer. I'm sorry, but like you're like walking in place and then you jump, you have a new outfit on. It was if I was in FaZe, if I was in 100 Thieves, if I was in like all that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like it was one of those like jump and change outfit ones, but it was like for gaming, and I was like, nice crossover. I remember that.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
The stunning challenge, I think it's called something like that. My dog is scratching. Heidi, stop it, knock it off.
TikTok's all challenges.
But yeah, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. Like they do it to like TV shows and things like that, and I was like, oh, I want to try something different. And I always try to take the I guess what's popular and turn it into like what's popular in the gaming community, and that I used that, and it did well. It's actually my most liked TikTok right now. I just hit 20K the other day, 20K likes, and I was like, wow.
On that one, with the what is it called? The challenge? I'm sorry.
The stunning. It's like stunning challenge or something like that. I don't know.
Is it stunting? Is that what it is? Is it stun?
The song.
Oh, he's trying to be the biggest boomer he could. Right.
Stunning.
STUNIN.
Come on. It's in the song. It's the song that they use for it.
Interesting. What does that mean? What is stunning? What does that mean? What is stunning?
Oh my gosh.
Like
you don't have
stunning.
to answer this. Segue. What's your favorite social media platform?
That's my question, Jen.
You've lost the privilege, Paul.
I knew it. You are taking this podcast from me. Harry was right. Trying to steal it right from under my nose.
Also, Ames chat called me her best simp, so I'm kind of moving up in the world.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
Wait, what happens if like I'm the best simp for you? So then it's like this weird.
It's Simpception.
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 And I'm just standing here. Perfect. Ames, it's totally fine. Jen preempted me on this, so, and I think it's going to be an obvious question, but we like to ask it anyway. I'm actually more concerned or interested in the follow-up question. So your favorite social media platform, what is that? I think I kind of know, but which one do you feel like you are not on enough? One you could really invest in, put some time in and grow, but you just haven't for whatever reason.
Well, I do spend most of my time, I feel like, on TikTok, but I think Twitter is actually my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, it's just, I think because all of my friends and all of my favorite streamers and content creators are on there, and so I get not only like updates on them, but the news and things like that. So I'm on Twitter quite often, especially since I'm growing there the most. I'm growing more on Twitter than I am on TikTok right now. So I'm trying to like put more content there so that it stems from Twitter onto my other platforms. But as far as the platform I'm on the least, probably Instagram. I'm on there, but not as often as TikTok or Twitter.
Okay. You feel like Instagram is more difficult to grow on than Twitter is? I mean, obviously you're blowing up on Twitter, but do you feel like Instagram is a difficult platform?
I'm not like a I try to be more of a picture person. And Instagram's all about pictures and videos and things like that. And I rarely find myself like out in public, like, ooh, take my picture. And so I never post on there as often as I should. But yeah.
You have to be really selfie driven, I think, for Instagram.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So many selfies.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm bad. I post like once every 6 months on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely difficult. I told Tirza a while ago, Tirza is my wife, that I would really appreciate it.
This lady I found on the street.
People that don't know who that is, oh gosh, this is a mistake. I was like, can you just like take pictures of me like throughout the day? And she was like, sure. But then like, she like takes a photo, but I'm like eating cereal or like washing my hands, and I'm like, what? Like, this is terrible. Like, find good lighting, or like tell me to like notice me, and how, like whenever like the light hits her hair just right in the morning, like, oh honey, hold on right there. I'm just gonna putting your sock on, and I thought it was a good opportunity.
People who have a constant, like, they churn out these like you know, like, oh, I'm so candidly cute. It's not. Yeah. It's all they stage those, and they pretend to be candid, and it makes everybody else be like, oh man, I don't look that cute when I do that. You know, it's like it's you know, they're like brushing their teeth and they just glow. They're like radiating, and it's like, no, it's not real.
Oh. One of my eyes droop. I thought everyone had a droopy eye. This guy doesn't have any droopy eyes.
Oh, the cool kids have droopy eyes.
The cool kids have droopy eyes.
Just having a droopy eye makes me cool. Call me Miles Davis.
Peeing your pants is cool. Oh my gosh. She just quoted Billy Madison.
Wait, Amy knows what Billy Madison. Let's go. She's a filmer. Hot dog.
So, question: am I allowed to do my DJ horn, or is that not? Okay, I'll save it. I'll do one. I'll do one, but not right now. I'll wait.
You're allowed one. You're allowed one DJ horn.
Well, now it's not organic, but okay, I'm allowed one. I'll wait. I'll save it.
You better make it good.
I will.
All right, good.
But yeah, so I think Twitter. I found you on Twitter first. I think that's where I saw you, because obviously, you know, we have a mutual. You know, I saw you did something and Lupo retweeted you. And so that's how I saw that, because you had done something. I think I saw the one where you did them and like someone was eating and then Lupo was like sniping. You know, I saw that one. And it's one of those things where I'm jealous of the fact that you know who people are, because Paul and I talked about this earlier. I was just like, man, if you quiz us on internet stuff, she's going to crush me because I don't know. But I think that's a really interesting thing, is that, you know, you are so well versed in like Twitch and Twitch culture.
Oh, thank you. They're all so sweet for retweeting me. Like, I never thought like Ninja would retweet me, and after that, I was like, okay, maybe I could do something with this. So.
Yeah, that's. I think Well, I mean, whenever I'm no Ninja. You know, I mean, I'm close. We're right on his heels.
They're on a t-shirt together.
As far as nothing at all. True. Yeah. I'm on a t-shirt with him. But like legitimately, when you get added, and someone wants to like, you know, like say, like you made a video or I don't know, some sort of content related to something that I did or whatever, the retweet is like far more likely if you put effort into it. Like it's not just like, hey, these are my, I don't know. I don't even know what a list that people would do. Like, I
love it.
Heidi wants to be on that list.
I think she saw a bird.
She's pointing.
Oh my god, she's pointing. Well, I'll continue on my thought. Hopefully, Amy will make it back.
Pointer's got a point. This dog is just living her life, her best life.
The dog's like, Mom, there's a bird.
Bird.
Outside.
Bird. I'm pointing. Do you see it? I'm pointing. Do you see it?
Right there.
Pointing.
It's right there. Look at it.
She like looks back and then points, and then looks back and then points. Like, that's me and Tarkov when I'm trying to gesture stuff. Like with my gun, I'm like, it's right here. Do you see it? It's right here. And you calm a bit. She's just calming. She's just trying to let you know, like with her bear call. Yeah, I get it. It all comes back to Tarkov.
Oh, Mom. at the bird. No, is Heidi okay?
Yeah, I think when the neighbors get a knock on their door, she also barks. So
When the neighbors get a knock, I'm
Yeah,
very sure.
we're in an apartment complex, so the doors are pretty close.
Oh, okay. It's like,
Yeah.
damn,
Man, I
that dog can hear.
Should have thought that one through.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
so I had to mute you because my dogs would hear that, and then it would just be a symphony. It would just be they would all just
the
be
dogs
barking. Yeah. And that's something. So real quick, this isn't one of the questions on there, but how much like having a dog around, like I don't lock my dogs up when I stream, and my dogs bark on my stream all the time. And I always I just tell people, I'm like, listen, this is how it would be if you were hanging out with me in real life. So this is what you're gonna get on my stream. Like dog's gonna dog.
Dogs.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about it. Like I think it's one of those things, especially people who have dogs are like, oh my God, let me tell you about my dog, So I think it makes you more personable having a dog go crazy.
Heidi just wants to be a part of the podcast too. Oh, yeah. I don't normally
featured creator of the week, Heidi.
I don't normally lock her up at all, but like sometimes, like I said, she'll just like squeak at the back door because she wants to go on the porch, or she'll bark at the neighbors. But yeah, I'm sorry. Professional podcast, everybody.
Totally fine. No, this is a complete gong show. It's fine. It's totally fine. I think really quick. I think the point I was trying to make essentially is that I think that you got those retweets and you got those likes because you made genuinely good content. You didn't just at people to at them for the sake of clout. Like you're like, let me make something that's actually good or that I think is funny or put some time into. Like even the one that you did of the Liability Boys, you had to change. I mean, I noticed this. I feel like this is something that I don't want to do, but like you change clothes for each character. Like that's a lot. I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know. You get it. You get who I am.
Like, so you record it all in the outfit? Do you record it like one character at a time? Like if you have to do the back and forth, do you record it all at once, or do you like do it and change and then do it and change?
I go and I change just because like if I do it all in one take in each outfit, then I have to go back later and like put it in an actual like editing app on my phone and cut it up or add each part to TikTok and make it match the audio. And so I find it so much easier. Well, actually, it's really not that easy, but to go change into the different outfits. But I think Jen's character was probably the hardest one I've had to do out of all my TikToks because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to put my hair in those little pigtails. And so every single time I did Jen's part, I had to go back in my bathroom and put the pigtails back and then take them out. And I was like, this is just so extra. I don't know why I did it.
I feel like I should have. So I've been told I make it really hard by not having a cam because, I have like a guy who makes videos for YouTube. It's a sore subject. Don't tell Paul. But, and it's one of those things people just use the octopus for stuff. And I hate to break it to people. I'm just sitting here in a messy bun, like I don't do a cute presentation because I don't have to. So.
Oh, yeah.
Life hack. Don't use a cam.
I imagine you fully done up, like all nice, like outfit, hair did, makeup on, nails, the whole nine, Jen.
I mean, I don't want. Anyway, segue.
My bad. All right. You're segueing to your own segment, Jen.
No, I want to. So I had another question about the TikTok stuff. It's, when you make these, how much time do you put into picking what you're like? I think a lot of the success on TikTok in that is keeping with the trends and kind of staying on top of like the sudden and, the different challenges that are going around. Because that way you continue to trend with that challenge. But then it's like you putting it on, Twitter. I think that's important too. So like, do you find the challenges and then the videos you want to fit into the challenge or like the ideas, or do you have these ideas and then the challenge kind of presents itself afterwards?
Most of the time I stumble upon the challenges and then I'm like, oh, this would be cool if I did it like this and can connect to the people I know and I watch. And then that's usually how I do it. But or the voiceovers, that's just kind of like TikTok in a whole, is there's so many different voiceovers people pull from TV shows and movies. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to pull from streamers. But yeah.
That's awesome. So you see a challenge and you're like, this is perfect for like Tim and Ninja and Courage or whatever.
Yeah. Actually, I made some, like, there's a lot of TikToks that I just like don't post sometimes that will do better on TikTok. Like, it's weird. The ones
Wait.
that.
Will you explain that again?
So,
So
there's some TikToks that I'll do and they'll like pop off on the app, right? But I won't post them onto Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're like different challenges. But I've noticed what's weird is if I post a TikTok to Twitter, that one will always do so much better than the same post on TikTok. But if I post a TikTok, I don't know how to explain this. Like if I post like a TikTok-y trend to Twitter, it never does well. It's weird.
Huh. So you experience better traction than you're saying when you post on both or just TikTok by itself?
I guess to summarize it, it always does better on Twitter than TikTok.
Every time.
Almost every time, except for a couple. Yeah.
So that makes sense because I don't like the TikTok app. I don't like going to watch TikToks there. I feel like I watch most of my TikToks on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because the TikTok app is kind of chaotic. I don't know that it's necessarily easy to find people. Like I feel like I don't know how to explain this, but if someone retweets it, it's just presented for me because I really only follow people that I like. And so if they're retweeting something, I probably will like it. And yeah, I just kind of keep up to date on it that way.
You guys sound like boomers because, Reels is the new thing. Come on now.
Oh, you might.
Instagram.
Yeah. You might.
All right,
Oh,
Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go away. Good podcast.
Beep, bop, boop.
What
Thank
an
you,
absolute
PM,
mess.
for joining us. Sorry, I was speaking robot. I was trying to speak his language.
I've actually noticed that I consume most of my TikToks on Instagram as well. So that might be
Instagram? See,
yeah, Instagram stories.
you
typically
cling to that Instagram.
actually. I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's relaxing. I like Twitter too. Twitter's great. It's fantastic. But just for like a visual medium, I feel like Instagram's a little bit better. I only like Instagram for stories. I feel like stories are the most compelling part of Instagram. If it didn't have stories, I'd be like, whatever. Like, there's no reason to follow Instagram other than stories for me personally. But
Instagram makes me feel awkward because it plays you. Like it'll show, it's not in chronological order. So like I'll be scrolling and I'll like something and then I look down, it was posted 4 days ago. Like, what a weirdo. Liking a 4-day-old post. And then, and then I click on their page and they've posted like 8 things. So it looks like, I'm like, man, why do you do this to me? Like, I can't do Instagram. It's rude. Instagram is rude now.
The non-chronological.
I can't even play with it because it's just like, it just wants you to be embarrassed. And it's so easy to accidentally double tap while you're scrolling and you're like, oh, I can't.
True. You get real bad. You just scrolling through. God forbid your phone freezes. You're like, wait, what? Like double? No. Yeah, not good. Never mind. You're right. Yep. Instagram sucks. Well, guys, this is a pretty exciting portion, I think, for me of the podcast because, as you may or may not know, we're sponsored by Manscaped. Usually, I crush the ad read. Usually. But today, our special guest host, Genticles, has graciously offered to take upon her shoulders the ad read for Manscaped. And with that, Jen,
graciously offered.
Take it away.
Okay. I can't. Okay.
You got it.
It just starts out so ballsy. Okay. If you're bored in the house, why not groom your balls? Our sponsor today is Manscaped. Is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. Manscaped is our go-to brand for below the waist grooming. can't even do it.
I think we're losing her.
Nope.
You got it.
While you're probably looking for new things to do at home, why not make grooming your balls a part of your routine? I don't really have a funny trimming story because I don't have balls, but if I did, I would take care of them with Manscaped. You know, that's what I would do. And then, because Manscaped is forever changing the grooming game with their Perfect Package 3.0. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof cordless body trimmer and tons of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic. I like the cutting edge like pun because it's a blade. Anyway, sorry. Their cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to advanced skin safe technology. Pioneered by Manscaped. I gotta close Paul's stream. I can't look at him. Okay, where was I? Some technology. Yeah, not only does Manscaped obsess over technology developments to provide the best tools for your grooming experience, but they only use their best ingredients in their formulations. Inside the Perfect Package, you'll also find the Manscaped Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, and Moisturizer for your balls. I didn't even know you would need that, but okay. You're probably sitting on the couch with your hand on your balls anyway. Might as well keep them smooth as eggs and smelling fresh. Subscribe to the Perfect Package and get a new replacement blade refill for your Lawnmower 3.0 delivered to your door every 3 months. Making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. For a limited time, subscribers get not one, but 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the patented high-performance anti-chafing Manscaped Boxers for your balls. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. And you can get 20% off plus free shipping with code MCA at manscaped.com. Do yourself a favor and always use the right tools for the job. Freaking nailed it.
You did so good.
Outstanding.
I nailed it.
Absolutely outstanding, Jen.
I have like tears. I'm like crying, laughing.
I want you know the back of my head hurts so much from smiling. My head is in pain.
Why is it called a crop preserve salt? What crop? Never mind. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I mean, I can. All right, we don't have the time here today to go over. Whoo! Genticles, everybody. Guest host Genticles with the ad read. Absolutely outstanding.
So much ball talk.
That's a lot of balls. That's a lot of balls. Great job, Jen.
Clam slam.
Perfect. All right.
And I gotta go. It's so crazy. Gotta go.
It's so crazy. I actually gotta go.
Twat squat.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh my God. There's so many.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Do you ever laugh so hard that you can't breathe?
It's kind of how I live my life, to be honest.
Oh my God.
The minute you started giggling, I lost it.
Unbelievable. Amethyst is watching this.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
She's like, the what? What is that?
I just want to point out that I
Oh my God. What was that? What would you like to point out, Jen?
segue.
Oh my goodness. That was outstanding. Again, great job. Genticles on the ad read. Really coming in hot there, Ames.
Sorry.
With the addition. Oh, Amethyst is like, no daughter of mine. Not today.
At least
Oh
she
my
didn't have
goodness.
to. She's probably like, listen, it's just a normal part of gaming. It's
Oh
part
my
of the
gosh.
process.
Zero
She
sorts.
typed Omega lol.
She typed Omega. She knows what Omega lol is? Excuse me?
Oh my god, I'm so proud of her. She's
Oh.
learning.
Wow.
Wow.
Omega lol.
I got my mom to start saying "rip."
Oh my
mom. I said something to my mom the other day. I was like, "Oh man, I think I left my phone." Or no, I was like, "Oh, I think I left my keys in my car," and she went, "Rip." I was like, "Thanks." And she used it in the right way, you know. But it was just like, I was like, "Where's my?" Oh no, I'm so sorry. It was "rip." I'm like, "Are you busy?" She goes, "Nope." I was like, "Okay."
It's adorable until they use it against you, and then it's terrible.
Oh yeah, it's like when your parents start texting you like just
Oh my gosh.
memes and stuff. And my mom sends me so many memes all day long. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And they're like from like 2013. I was like, oh yeah, like
Did she
socially awkward penguin, solid.
Nah, very good.
You got it. You found the internet.
My mom is
Oh.
in our Discord and she'll randomly send like funny clips she finds on like YouTube and stuff or TikToks that she finds. And my whole community is like, your mom is sending memes again. How sick. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Mom's so sick. She's sending memes again. Oh,
Listen,
my parents.
she uses Omega lol. She is us. She's one of us.
My mom the other day was like, when I leave the house, I don't have internet. I don't see the light anymore. I'm like, what do you mean you don't see the light? She's like, there's a light in the top of the phone. I was like, no, I don't know what the hell. What does that mean? She's like, right next to Verizon. It says Verizon, and then it says light. I'm like, LTE? Yeah, she's like, yeah, the light's gone. I'm like,
Oh no.
It's like, Mom, you turned off cellular data. It was, yeah, okay. So your mom is, she knows what memes are.
Yeah.
Your mom's way cooler. All right, Jen, hit him again. Segway, baby.
Segway.
Nice.
I love it so much.
That was the perfect moment.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
You had one time to use it.
Moment.
You nailed it. I thank you for not letting it trail off. It's a very long.
I honestly like it, but I know you don't, so I was accommodating. It's your show, Paul. It's your show.
Now it's my show. All right,
It's
perfect.
your show.
Jen, it's your segue. What?
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh my God.
I just did the ball stuff,
Jen,
so I
there's a
thought it was
script
your turn. It's a
right in
tit for
front of
tat
you.
type thing.
Rip.
Listen, it's my first day. I need you to chill. I need you to chill, Paul. Anyway, so Ames, your content obviously comes from a fan perspective. So what we were trying to know is, how long have you been watching the creators you make videos about, and kind of like, have you developed like relationships in their communities? Is that why you were inspired to use them in your TikToks, or is it just one of those things where you see them trending? Like, how does that work?
Yes, when I first found Twitch, it was I want to say like 2015. My brother showed it to me. I never actually watched it, but like he would like put it on and be like, "You'd really like these people if you'd really just sit down and watch it." I hate to admit it, but it was really that Fortnite era that got me into Twitch.
That's all right. It's everyone's
yeah.
era. Don't worry about it.
And so I started watching, of course, Ninja and Lupo and Tim and all of them, and that's how I found like you, Paul, and Trevor. But I would say I don't really watch a lot of the bigger streamers much anymore, except for Lupo. I'm pretty active in his community. He's like definitely like one of my favorite streamers, so that's how I found Jen and Tarkov and all that stuff. So yeah,
Awesome.
I guess I'm very inspired by them. Definitely like look up to them. I think they're hilarious. I know a lot of other people like them, so that's how I got into that.
Did you
Well, that makes
play
sense.
Fortnite yourself as well? Like, were you super into it, or just like kind of were looking to see what this Fortnite thing was all about on Twitch?
Oh yeah, I played a lot of Fortnite. I actually downloaded it at the end of like what would have been considered season 1 before there was like the main season 2.
Nice.
I played on controller, so I was a
Naturally.
controller player. And then I played on PlayStation probably up until I started streaming a year ago or a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
And then I switched to doing like controller on PC.
Okay.
I like to think at one point I was pretty good at it, and then everybody started getting really good at it, and I was like, okay, gotta get out of
Don't
here.
you hate that?
100%.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah, absolutely. I felt like I always would think to myself, like, man, if only I was this good 6 months ago. Like, it wasn't even that long ago. Like, if I was as good as I am now 6 months ago, I'd be a god. I'd be one of the best players ever. But I could not, like, I just kept getting outpaced by 12-year-olds. It was exhausting. Everyone just got like
90s.
Wait, I remember when like the 90s.
So I didn't know what that
like a
was
thing.
until like 2 months ago. Funny story. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. It's all right. Totally got me off track, Jen, with that terrible boomer
You're
comment.
talking about
It's
the
just-
Fortnite, how the
I-
Fortnite
Yeah.
went from being
Fortnite.
a fun game
I don't know
to
if I
being
wanna get
a
back on.
super hardcore. So I will interject on that. So I found Twitch 2 years ago. A friend of mine was streaming PUBG. Like that's what he got started with PUBG. And then at that time though, I feel like PUBG was huge, and then it started to go down, and then Fortnite started to just take over.
Mhm.
And a lot of my friends, like a lot of my early friends were like really into Fortnite. I didn't play it. Like I didn't have any, I was like, oh, that's neat. And I would watch it, but I was like, okay, that's fine. But I feel like Fortnite went from this like really fun, silly game to this game of like, if you weren't winning games, it just, why are you even playing? Like, why do you even do this?
Yeah,
Because
100%.
it just
Mhm.
became so, and there was just every day there was a new, championship or tournament, and people were like, oh, I'm doing tourney practice. And, I just heard that, and I was just like, man, it's like so intimidating to even start to play this game because it just went so serious, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It got very intense. It was exhausting to keep up with.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
if
feel
you
like it's
didn't-
still a big game, but sorry.
Yeah. I feel like if you didn't keep up with every new strategy, like every new strat, you were just done. Like once 90s were in, you're like, okay, gotta go learn these 90s. And then it was like, all right, gotta learn these wall edits. All right, go in here and box fight. And I was like, oh God, this is getting too much for me.
God, that's so true. Yeah, I feel like I was just getting down 90s, and they're like, no, dude, it doesn't matter if you get 90. It's all about editing. I was like, what the shit? I just
But
learned.
can you make a roof though, bro?
Tock said it.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
I felt like people were like, oh, I'm gonna crank the 90s, and then they would just build a roof and hide under the roof until the end of
Yeah.
the game.
So yeah, at a certain point, I remember playing with like High Sky, who's like the youngest phase member. He's like, I think 15 now. He might be 15 now, 14 or 15, and we're playing a private server, so it's like a bunch of subs, and then he's on there, and then another kid, Wobblekins, Dr. Wobblekins, who's also like 14, 15, and they're like telling me their lunch order and like what they studied in school while they box edit me down and like P90 me to death, like without even trying. It wasn't even, they didn't even, they could hold a conversation about like what flavor Go-Gurt they had while they were like repeatedly murdering me over and over again, or like everyone else in the lobby.
So casual.
Just so casual about it. And I'm like leaning into my monitor, sweat's pouring onto my keyboard. My wife's offering me water with like a straw off camera, like I'm sipping it. I have
You
like
gotta change your
80s.
shirt.
Oh yeah, I like there's like 80s like Rocky music in the background, and I built one wall and I'm dead. It was not an enjoyable, and that it was like that moment where I realized it's time to hand off the torch. It's time to let these guys be like the big names. So you have like Mongrel, who's still huge, playing Fortnite. I immediately can't think of literally any other than
So
like
Flick,
there's a
those
guy
guys.
named Puppy or something. Is that that's
Puppy.
Puppy. What?
I don't know.
Huh?
There's a guy who, so I saw an article about this kid recently, but there's like most of the Fortnite pros now are like 16, 17, or like, even like as young as 15. And they're just like, they're in this age bracket. And I'm just like, I was allowed 2 hours of TV and computer. I had to pick which one I wanted at 16. And then it's like these kids are making millions in Fortnite tournaments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy. And that's what I'm just like, okay, well, that's that generation's game now. I feel like they own it now. Like they're the pros. that's their game. And I didn't play it, I didn't stream it or anything, but I think that's one thing I like about Tarkov is like I feel like it's a much older crowd.
Much older crowd.
Ames, you stream Tarkov now. Have you noticed a difference from streaming Tarkov from streaming Fortnite?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I feel like when I was streaming Fortnite, I always had like random kids come in. And at one point I put the whole like, this is an 18 and older stream. But yeah, and now that I've kind of ventured away from Fortnite and I've been streaming Tarkov, it seems like my core community sticks around, which is a more older crowd. And yeah, I definitely vibe with it.
It's just more in a way relaxing. I felt like with Fortnite, it was like, play my new map, play this. Can we play together? Are you cool if I stream snipe you? Like
1v1 me, bro.
Like, yeah. When's the last time you played with Ninja? Like, I don't know. Just leave me alone. Like, let me play the game.
Still friends?
Are you and Tim still friends? Yeah, it was. And I know that my mods like appreciate the community way more because like the Fortnite, it was just a bunch of kids just posting nonsense constantly.
Oh my gosh. One of my really good friends on Twitch, his brother is a really big Fortnite streamer, and it would just be like, are you brothers? Are you brothers? But are you brothers? But is he your brother? Do you know so and so? Are you brothers? Is he your brother? And like I mod for him, and we had to eventually ban for a little while we had to blacklist his name because it was just constant. And it wasn't, it's like obviously they're still on good terms. It was just one of those things where people like it was just kids. It was like, I don't know what age, but they were coming in, they're just like, but are you? But are you? Like, what are you, brother? And I can only imagine that's how it is if you know like Ninja and stuff, how people would. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you still get that. People are like, you still talk to Tim? You're like, yeah, we're like best friends, Brett. Like
constantly. No, I actually started a beef with him now. It's pretty great. Whenever someone comes in and asks me if I'm still friends with them, I say, that mother piece of every time. Every time they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, bro, it was bad. I just like,
you don't want to know what he did.
You don't want to know.
But well, this goes with the rest of my question. I was wondering, like, we have I think being on Twitch, you kind of interact. You said you're active in like Lupo's community. How has making the content that you're making now, like the TikToks and everything, and being retweeted and having them comment and follow you and kind of like, how has that affected how you interact in their communities? And how has that affected your content? Like, you meet people, it's like some of them probably retweet you more. So do you feel more like as a content creator with them now? Like, do you feel like you're kind of more peers than you being just a fan of them?
It's like this weird in between, right? So it's like, okay, Lupo knows who I am now. Like, he sees me in the chat and he knows my username, and I've met him at TwitchCon and stuff like that. And his community now knows me a little bit more, aside from just being a viewer. They're like, oh, this is the girl that makes the TikToks and she also streams and stuff like that. But then like, it's this weird, like, oh, well, I'm not like anywhere close, I guess, to being like friends with Lupo, So it's like this in between where it's like a step above, I guess. I don't know.
But I think you're more familiar. I think that's got to be something. Like, he does know he knows who you are. And, I feel like that's kind of one of those things where I think the generation we're in now, especially with Twitch, like, not saying he's like your hero, but you actually get to form some form of relationship with these people that you admire, And I think that's a very unique experience to Twitch, in the way that, he streams most days and you're able to be in there and just be like, sup. And he's like, sup. And, I've seen him comment like, man, you're so good at these. And it's like, like he admires, your content creation. I think that's just a really cool dynamic. And I felt like that was kind of unique because I don't make content. I just laugh and snort, for a couple of hours. But like the stuff you're making, I think it's pretty neat because I feel like you there's like a mutual respect now. And I was wondering if you felt like if that was like something that kind of puts more pressure on you with your videos, or if it's something that kind of just makes you feel more encouraged to make more content.
I think both, right? Like I'm like, oh, like Lupo likes it and I really look up to him. So like I'm going to make more. But then it's also like, okay, well, I also don't want to be that girl that's like posting a TikTok of their content every week to where they're like, okay, this is starting to get like a little weird. So, but I definitely, I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, oh my goodness. I used to, log on to Twitch and just kind of like fangirl, over like Lupo and all of them. And then now, like you said, there's this a little bit of mutual respect. And he comments on my stuff. And it's at first. So can I tell y'all an embarrassing story?
100%.
Yes, please. Right now. Do it.
So my boyfriend and I went, his name is Michael. We went on a date.
Hi, Michael.
a
What up,
while
Mike?
back. And I put on, it was super casual. It was before COVID. I put on one of Lupo's hoodies to go out on the date. And he was like, oh, you look so cute. Like, let me take a picture. And I was like, oh, okay. So he took a picture and he was like, so wait, are you really going to wear that to date night? And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to wear this hoodie and leggings to date night. He's like, all right, sick, let's go. So I posted on Twitter. Sorry, Heidi's whining. I posted like, basically our conversation, like, are you really going to wear that? And me being like, heck yeah. And Lupo commented and was like, this is perfect date night attire. What the fuck? And I was like, oh, what? I was like, oh my gosh. Like he just commented on my post. Like I never would have thought he would ever see it. And a few days later, I also posted a funny GIF underneath one of his tweets. And he liked it. And I had just went live on Twitch. And a little background to this Twitch stream. My aunt had just went through a really bad breakup. And so I had just gotten back from the bar with her. So I was like 23. I was a little bit tipsy, not like intoxicated or obliterated, but I was just tipsy. Of course
not. Yes.
Yeah. And I also didn't have my full-time job yet, so I was staying up late. So I took a little bit of I drank a little bit of a G Fuel drink. And so not only am I tipsy, I'm also like cracked out of my mind playing Fortnite right now, right?
So hype.
So hype. Yeah. My like heart is like racing. My anxiety's already high. I'm just vibing with my 10 viewers in chat at the time. And I see in the corner of my eye a check mark in my stream. And I was like, oh no. And I like look over and it's, oh, let me add this part. I got excited because he had just liked my GIF or whatever it's called. I think it's a GIF.
Yeah.
He had just liked it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, Lupo just liked another one of my tweets. How sick. Yeah. And he said in my chat, if you get that excited from me liking a tweet, I can't imagine how you'll react when you see that I'm in your chat. And I was like,
oh my God.
Oh God. So I like looked over and I was like, and like I said, I was a little tipsy and a little like, cracked out. And so I was like freaking out and heavy breathing and overreacting. And it's to this day, it's definitely one of my more embarrassing moments that I've had on Twitch. But now I've kind of chilled out and it's, now it's more normalized, especially now like Miss Dr. Lupo follows me on Twitch and she's so sweet. And like we conversate every once in a while. So I'm more normalized to the fact that they're just people like me. And I'm like, okay, they're peers. Like they're.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. He might take every opportunity to tell you that he's better than you in every way, shape, or form, but don't let him have that.
Okay.
He will attempt that. No, that's like, it's you kind of experience the transition a little bit where it's like, I think Jen even mentioned this earlier before the pod, like never meet your idol type of a thing. Like you're always be disappointed.
Right. Like that's what people say, but I feel like it's not true on Twitch because everyone seems to be so hype about it.
Yeah, like I feel like it definitely depends on like the person, obviously. I think it's just like person to person, but in general, it's like they transform in your mind. Like you have this person and they make content and you like it and they're pretty popular or even they're not popular. They're just like a person that you don't really have any interaction with or contact with. And all of a sudden, through you just being a part of their community or just being there in stream, you have connection with them, a conversation, they read your comment, or they read your comments all the time, or now they remember something that's happening in your life that you've shared in chat. And develops this relationship, and it takes it from, oh, this is a person that I watch. It's not like I tune in every night to Jimmy Kimmel or I watch, whatever this person. Now it's like, oh, like I know Jimmy and Jimmy knows me. Like it's a completely different dynamic.
Oh yeah.
And it's really cool. And like you said, you realize that, oh yeah, like they're people. But there's people that have things and do stuff, and it's fine. That's an amazing kind of like transition almost, especially like in your position where you have Lupo following you or knows who you are now in chat, and then you said you have conversations with Mrs. Dr. Lupo. Like that's great. That's a cool, like you're developing a relationship without, it's organic, I guess is what I'm saying. It's an organic relationship that developed through your own content that you've made and him appreciating it, not like, hey, come look at me, I make TikToks, look at me.
Hey.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Yeah.
Or like you didn't have to donate a bunch of money. You just
also
did your
that
thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was just sharing something I love, I guess, with other people, and it got noticed, and it was really awesome. Yeah.
Exactly.
The other day in his chat, he was like, hey, he just saw me type something. I think I typed something stupid like flannel daddy, because I'm really jealous that all these people have flannels and I'm not there yet, and I want to be a flannel daddy.
You posted something like that on Twitter about like, can't wait to be a flannel, or you were so disappointed. I think that's what it was. You found out what level you had to be to get the flannel, and you were like, great, I'm like level 3 or something. You were so disappointed that you had to be higher level.
I was so sad. I was like, just found out can't be a flannel daddy until level 47.
That's what it was. I remember
level 2.
It made me laugh.
But I typed something like that, and he was like, oh, Amethyst, how are the raids going? And I was like, aw, he knows.
He knows.
He's aware. But yeah, amazing. It's interesting, and it's awesome. It's like heartwarming, but yeah.
Well, he's a pretty good guy, I guess.
I mean, he's not as cool as us. We are the cool ones.
Yeah, he's also an occasional bastard, but he's pretty good.
But that's the thing too. So I think because I haven't really this is a thing that Paul has given me. Like the first time I talked to Lupo, he had raided Paul, and we were playing. I think I've known you for 2 days or something. Yeah, I think it was the second. Long. Yeah, and he was just like, "Oh, Dr. Lupo raided me." I was like, "Oh, I just found out who he was because he plays Tarkov. He has an item in the game or something like that." Or no, he didn't have an item in the game. I was he said he didn't have it yet. That's what it was. And I was like, he's big into Tarkov. I was like, but he doesn't have an item in the game, so I guess he's not a big deal. I was just joking because I didn't really know. I have this thing where I feel like everybody's the same. Like I'm not too impressed by people until they I interact with them and they do something that I think is worthy. I don't know. I'm weird about that. But anyway, he pops in. He's just like, you don't know who I am. You don't know who the F I am. He's just like, whoa. And I'm just like, I mean, I know who you are. You play Tarkov, and he's just like, I do have an item in the game. And he's like, it's the 13-inch Midwest. Or he was like, it's the 13-inch North Midwestern. I was like, for the MPX, and he goes, it's a part, is it? He's like, and I just was like, this guy is very confrontational. He's so angry.
Extremely.
But little did I know it was way worse than that. But it was just one of those things that I remember talking to him. He came in, and I had people in my chat were like, oh my God, you talked to Lupo? I was like, yeah. I was like, he was kind of a dick, but he was kind of, but they're like, what? Oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I was like, but did you see I killed 3 people? It was just one of those things. But the whole time I've known Paul, people are like, you're playing with PJ?
Oh boy.
The PJ? And I'm just like, I think his name's Paul, but I was just like, I don't know. And I think it's just
friend of Tim. No way.
Yeah, the friend of Tim. And I'm just like, he's really good at, he's getting better. And I think you're you'll be that way too, where you'll all of a sudden, it's not one of those things oh my God, Dr. Lupo's in my chat. You're just like, oh hi, hello, friend. In that way. But I think that's the weird thing about Twitch. That you'll just.
Sorry.
Segue.
She's learning.
I think it's so wholesome, that, you didn't really know them. And so, kind of how y'all said about me, it was just kind of organic for you to become part of this friend group, It wasn't
so weird.
Yeah, it wasn't like you were oh my gosh, play with me. And finally they were like, oh, get this Genitals girl in here. No, it was honestly, super organic.
They invited themselves. So Paul invited himself to playing with me. And then Lupo invited himself. And I'm just like, okay. And who was that guy we played with, Paul? That you were like, that's the biggest YouTube gamer. He did a scav run with us, and I had no idea who he was.
The biggest YouTube gamer? That'd be
what was it?
PewDiePie. We definitely didn't play with him.
No, you made him sound Courage something.
Oh, Courage JD.
Courage something.
Okay, anyway. So he's not on Twitch. Anyway, so we were playing and this guy jumped in and we did a raid with him. And my chat is just like, oh my God, who is that? I was like, I don't really know. He seems really nice. But it was one of those things where Paul after was just like, how did you feel? I'm like, I wish I had lived longer, and I just didn't know. And so anyway, it's just talk. It's like, awesome. It's one of those things where I feel like that's the weirdness of the internet and stuff. It's like, I feel like you probably have people that come into your chat now and they're like, oh my God, it's the girl who makes those awesome TikToks. Oh my God. And you're going to say hi to them. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she said hi to me. Oh my gosh. And you're going to like someone's GIF and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she liked my GIF. Like that's like, I think that's the position you're in because your content is really it's like widely distributed now. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're up there. That's why you're on this podcast, because you're an up and comer.
Thanks, Jen.
That was Jen. That was a lot to unpack there, but I really appreciate you gassing up our guest. That was good. I agree.
Segue.
I agree. I completely agree. Jen, you get one.
I did too.
Mike, never again. This is the last time.
Oh.
All right. Ames.
Oh, sorry, my audio went out. Okay, sorry. Hi.
It's totally fine. Hi, welcome back. We're moving on to is that your dog?
Yeah.
Oh, get over it. Heidi's here and she's staying.
No, I know. It sounded like he was hurt. She was hurt. I'm sorry.
She just has this like really whiny, high-pitched screech. I don't know. She's so needy.
Oh, classic dog. No, all right. Our next segment is, I think, the most exciting portion. It's the game. Woo! Got a game. The boys are here. That's right, Trevor. They are. They are here. Our game today.
Your stream crashed.
My stream crashed? Hello?
No, not yours. It's not about you.
Oh, mine.
Jeez, you just said general.
It's like a daily occurrence for me.
Mine happens at like 12:15 at night.
Really? Mine happens once a stream. I knew when I was going to record today, I was like, oh, this is going to be iffy, but...
It's all right. We can pause. We can wait. Let's pause it out.
No. It's okay. It's fine. We can... It's not going to affect the podcast.
No, it's fine. We'll cut it out. PM, cut this part out.
That's a thing. You can cut it. You can edit things.
Yeah, do it in post.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Do it in post, dude.
We'll do it in post.
More work.
Yeah. He's going to take you 15 minutes.
You're the this is the work you should thrive off of.
It's beneath me. I'm just kidding.
That's me.
She's back. She's back. Everyone refresh. She's
Perfect.
back. We did it. Fantastic.
So as you're saying, wait, I should probably do the horn again so it's a seamless transition.
No, I don't think we need.
Segue. Now nothing happened.
Actually, might be onto something with the horns for segue. Damn it. Anyway, all right. Our game today is TikTok trivia, which I'm sure Ames will freaking crush. But it's Amy versus Jen. All right. We're going to keep track. Each question is worth a point. We got 10 questions, all TikTok trivia. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
I mean,
okay, fantastic.
I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I really know that much about TikTok.
I don't know anything, so
I'm ready to try.
You guys are going to nail it. It's going to be great.
Hold on, I'm Googling TikTok right now.
Don't Google. You can't cheat, Jen.
Oh, that's okay. Closing tab where I Googled TikTok.
Let's get started.
Oh, fuck you.
Woo! Question number 1. Which country was TikTok created in?
Oh, China.
Dang it. Yeah, I think it's China.
Sorry. I got so excited.
It's all right. Hold on. I got to change my Wait. Wait. Nailed it. Perfect. We did it. All right. I had to change my profile and go XLR. We nailed it. That's correct. Woo! China is the correct answer. It was, of course, originated in China. It's a big country. Not sure the state that it was from, but it is China. All right. Now, question number 2. What did TikTok used to be called? What was TikTok called?
Yeah, it's Musical.ly.
I don't know if I said that right. So she
You
got
guys
it.
are both correct.
She gets the point.
You guys both got it right. It's not a who answers first. It's just we'll get to multiple choice later. Right now, it's just one answer. All right. So we get a little mix. Yeah, it's a little mix of both.
Why did they rebrand? Do we know?
Because it worked.
Oh. Okay.
Moving on. Question number 3. What's the tag #furry potato used to post videos of?
What?
What is the hashtag furry potato used to post videos of?
It's like a hamster or something? Guinea pig?
Right, that's what I was thinking, like a mouse or a hamster, but I have no idea.
I hope it's not a weird thing.
It's dick pic. No, it's sorry. It's cute animals. Cute animals. Which I mean, actually,
I mean, we kind of got
you
it.
kind of both named cute animals. So actually, I'll change it. You guys both got them. 3 points each. We're tied 3-3 on the trivia. All right. With question number 4, with over 19 million followers.
Ooh,
Million.
a lot.
Jif Palm is the most followed animal on TikTok. True or false?
False.
I guess I'll say true. Just I don't know.
Ames.
No.
Ooh, Jen takes the early lead.
Oh no,
True.
it was a 50-50 chance. I was just going off of what she
19
said.
Million followers. Yeah. 19 million followers. It's a freaking lot. It's like a Pomeranian. It's like this dog, little Pomeranian dude. Yeah, it's got a cute face. He wears like dope chains and stuff. He's got long sleeve shirts. It's great. It's great. It's every dog owner's dream who like starts a social media account for their animal.
PM.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 2 little cute corgis. They deserve it.
I love the beach video.
Do they though? All right.
Corgi Beach Day. 1,000 corgis.
Honestly, I will say, quick side note. PM the video of I can't remember which one trying to play with the other one, and the other one just completely shutting him down.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Hilarious.
That was right after she yanked the toy from Georgie. Like Georgie was eating it and then she just took it, and then I was like, Ivy, don't do that. Then she turned and was like, okay, you can take it, and then he wouldn't take it back.
It's too late.
He's like, no, I'm good.
You've already taken it. Oh my! Stop doing the Brutus thing. Gosh, every time.
It's like my favorite thing. It fits in so many situations.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just betrayed a lot. Sorry.
Constantly betrayed. Question 5. In which year was TikTok created? Single answer.
Ah, dang it. Wait, TikTok or Musical.ly? Like, do you mean like what year they rebranded?
No, not the year they rebranded. It's called TikTok now, so sure, Musical.ly. Yeah.
Called TikTok. Okay, boomer.
Sorry, the question cut out for me.
Oh, when did he asked when Musical.ly was created?
In which year was TikTok / Musical.ly created?
2013?
Let's say 2017? 2018? No, 2017.
You sure? 2017 or 2018? Big difference. Big difference.
I'm trying to remember.
Big difference.
I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Doesn't matter. 2017. Let's just
You're
stick with
right.
it.
Both are wrong.
Yep.
It was 2008. 2008. You guys were about a decade off. Yeah,
Whoa.
2008.
I thought it was
Long
recent.
Time ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Pretty wild.
Oh, wow. Well-
So what's our score now? We got 4-3, I think. 4-3 still. Jen's ahead.
Can I give her my point?
Jen.
Okay, sorry.
Goodness gracious. All right, question number 6. Complete this quote. Popular TikTok song/saying. Roxanne. Okay. Is it A, you don't have to put on the red light? B, she thinks I'm a player. C, all she want to do is party all night. D, no punches left to roll with.
C.
See, yeah.
You're so hip, Paul. You're so woke.
You write a C. Correct. Roxanne, all she want to do is party all night. I think that's the actual melody as well. Number 7. No, well, you were gonna say, what was that?
Isn't it? Who sings the other one? Is it the Police or the actual Roxanne?
Yeah, the Police was the A.
Yeah, I thought
yeah.
that was funny that one was in there.
Yeah, I was like, that's not wrong,
Yeah.
but it's not right. I knew which one.
Tic-tac.
We had to think the Tic Tacs, what the Tic Tackers use.
Tic-tacs. The Tic-tac.
The Ticky Talkers.
Little kids. Number 7. What's the first dance move in Renegade?
What is Renegade?
Oh boy. Is it A, dab? B, whoa? C, snap? Or D, stop hands? You know, like stop. Like stop.
What is it? I don't know. Can you wait? Read them again.
A, dab. B,
I know what a dab
whoa?
is. What's a whoa?
It's the whoa.
Can you do it?
If you don't know, then don't worry about it.
If you don't know the whoa, can you just do it on your stream so I can see, Paul?
Whoa. Got ourselves a badass. Whoa.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's
Thank
the whoa.
you.
Yep, no problem. And then
the whoa?
C.
That's
C
not the
is-
whoa.
I better say that was not the whoa.
That was not the one.
He's tricking me.
The whoa, you gotta put one hand up in the air and then kind of wave back.
He's like, it's this.
I'm pretty sure it's the Neil deGrasse Tyson meme. Pretty positive. That's what it is.
Hey, Ames, can you do the whoa for me on your stream?
Oh God.
What
It's
is
like,
like an authentic whoa?
I'm pretty sure it goes like this.
Can you describe it for the
like a-
listeners?
Yeah.
It's
Got
like if you take your right hand and you're
Okay.
moving it up your steering wheel to the top, like the 12 o'clock, right?
Okay.
And then you're taking your left and kind of circling clockwise with it.
Okay. So
Oh.
we're driving a car. But this
You're
is
driving
the
a
whoa.
car. Yeah.
It's kind of like a whoa.
Oh, Paul's not
nice.
doing. Yep, you're not doing the whoa. You're doing
like
the
a-
no, Paul. You're doing the no.
I feel like I've got reindeer. And I'm kinda-
Anyway, what was C?
we were playing a game. I totally forgot. Okay. What was C? C was a snap, which I think is just an old-fashioned snap.
Okay, that's probably not. Probably not
Yeah.
that.
And then D, stop hands.
So that's more like the whoa that you were doing. Like, whoa. Like, stop. No.
Yeah. Like, whoa. Yeah. Got a badass over here. All right. What are your answers?
What was the question? Sorry.
Mother of God. What is the first dance move in the Renegade?
I'm going to go with the whoa.
I actually think it is the whoa.
Really?
I think it's weird because some people do it differently when they do it, but I think out of all of those, I think it's the whoa.
I'm pretty sure I just saw you silently doing the entire dance slowly to yourself.
I was. Yeah. I know it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Correct. It is the whoa. It is the whoa. Nicely done.
Nailed it.
Very,
Also,
very good.
why
Very,
does
very
someone hate it here? Be nice to Ames or we'll fight.
That's Chody. He's one of my friends. I just
Wait,
looked
is
over
that
and
the
saw
one
that
that's a
too.
witch?
Wait. What?
Chody? Chody's a witch?
Yeah, he's one of Lupo's mods. We call him a witch.
Yeah, so somebody was in the lobby one time and it said Chody is a witch. And I was like, oh no, there's a witch in the lobby. And Lupo was like, that's actually one of my mods. Oh my God, I know
So
him.
That actually started from my channel. We were running raids on, what's the shoreline, and there's that campfire, and we were sitting around it, and we were all calming in Russian, and we were like, all right, who's the witch? And we were all telling our stories in Russian to like, I guess like prove that we're not a witch, and we came to the conclusion that Chody was a witch. And
I
that's how it
totally.
started.
So I saw that and I was like, oh, sick! You got a witch mod. That's sick. I mean, that's so funny. Anyway, it's funny.
Paul is so concerned.
I'm just gonna move on to the next question.
Segue.
I literally have PTSD with that horn from T-Pain. Like,
What a weird flex. Oh,
Every
remember that
time.
time Paul played
Weird
with
flex.
T-Pain? Remember when
Okay.
T-Pain
Yeah.
retweeted me? That's my moment of fame. Like
All
I
right.
posted the, what do you
Yeah.
call you, forehead McCranium?
yeah.
And he retweeted my clip and I was like, well, I made it. T-Pain and I are friends. Like that's the stuff I get nerdy over. I'm like, oh my God. I think I ran in and I told like a couple, I was like, oh my God, T-Pain retweeted me. Like we're almost friends.
That's so cool.
It's amazing how that was somehow my weird flex, but then Jenna was like, well, I'm gonna take this and make it about me. See that?
Segway!
Damn it. Question number 8. Please complete the quote. Hello there. Hello there. Is it A, don't make me kill you? B, well, hi. C, I have the high ground. Or D, General Kenobi?
D.
Wait, can you say A through C again?
Sure thing. A, don't make me kill you. B, well, hi. C, I have the high ground. D, General Kenobi.
Oh, so it's a Star Wars. Okay, I'll go with D because she seems pretty confident.
You guys both going with D?
Yeah.
You sure?
Put us down for D.
You don't want to? Okay.
I meant the answer.
Okay, correct. D. All right. We got it.
Let's go. That was one of my favorite
Both got you.
trends for the longest time.
The
Oh, it's a
TikTok,
trend?
the General Kenobi.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
trend.
I knew it from Star Wars originally. My family grew up watching Star Wars, so that's why I loved it so much, is because it was also
yeah.
on TikTok.
Let's
It's
go.
hilarious.
All right, Ames, grew up watching Star Wars.
Yeah.
Talking about that kind of family. All right, question number 9. We're getting close here. Again, complete the phrase. Hit or miss. A, I guess they never miss, huh? B, bet you want to kiss. C, we going with skirt and hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa. D, he won't miss you.
I feel like it's got to be C because he put so much into it, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say A.
C. I don't know. Can you repeat C for me one more time, Paul? Sorry. I just need to hear C in particular one more time.
He gonna skirt and hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa.
I like the karate chop at the end. That was a nice touch. Oh, and you did like the 90s little armpit tuck. Nice.
I mean,
okay.
it's a dab. It's fine.
No, you took your fingers under your armpits. That's not a dab, Grandpa.
The thing I
Do
did
the
before
whoa,
that.
Paul.
The thing I did
no.
before that was a dab. Jen, answer the question. We got Ames with A. You're
C.
going C.
I'll go C.
Jen, Amethyst. Nicely done. She's outstanding. I've completely lost track of who has what points because of 9 different tangents that Jen has
we're
gone
tied.
on with different stories. I don't even know what we were playing anymore.
I'm sorry. I think we're tied.
Does anyone have track of the score? Anyone know?
We're tied. We're tied.
Tied.
It's a tie.
Okay. All right.
I can't even keep track of his own game.
14-8. Okay. Chad is not helpful at all.
It's tied.
14
Perfect. Close. Real close. All right, question number 10. What? It's gonna hit closer to home. What did Donald Trump mistakenly call TikTok earlier this week? A. Tick tick. B. Tic tac toe. C. Tic tac. Or D. Ticky tack.
I'm gonna go with C.
Okay. Amy's going to C. Jen?
But I have no idea.
I don't listen to a lot of what he says, so
Same.
I feel like he would call it tic tac, so whichever one that one was.
That was C. You guys go both going C?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go C.
You guys are both correct. He called it tic tac. Nicely done. Nicely
Lucky
done.
guess.
I would have gone
It just
tic
seems
tac
like
toe.
the most boomery one to choose.
Totally. I mean, who
Right.
It
calls it
was
tic
like,
tac?
I'm gonna ban the tic tacs.
Stupid. Who would call it that? That's dumb. Nicely done, everybody. Who won? I don't know. I think it's a
It was a
tie.
tie.
You tied.
Everyone's the winner.
Woo! We tied.
It was a tie.
Damn it, Jen. You had one time to use it. Instead, once.
I thought this was my one podcast to use it. I could use it as
No.
much as I wanted in this one podcast. Paul, did you let a cricket in your house? You should lock up those windows.
Lock up the windows? Was it Cricket gonna open it up with his bare hands?
No, they
Break
can
the
crawl.
lock?
If you keep your window cracked, they could get in the window.
I have to lock it. Am I afraid of some sort of cricket intruder?
I feel like you would be.
Like locking is a big stream.
You don't seem like a bug guy. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I don't lock my car door because I'm afraid ants will get in.
He doesn't seem like a bug guy.
He does. I feel like he would freak out if he saw a bug.
I freaking hate bugs.
I remember.
Are you
remember
the
when
one
we
that
played
doesn't like
Grounded?
spiders?
Yeah, he
Am I
freaked
the
out.
one? I think that's everyone. I mean,
No,
who
you
likes
like-
spiders?
You had to make them shiny beans like instantly.
They were horrifying. They were horrifying in that game. They were bigger than me. They moved too fast. I didn't
You
like
gotta
the
play it
noises they
again
made.
too.
Is really
There
stupid.
was there was an episode where halfway through you got up and left to grab something to kill a spider on the ceiling, and it's on a YouTube video. You can go back and look at it. You got on top of the chair and it was rotating around while Trevor was talking, and you were trying to hit this thing in the ceiling.
Dude, thank God Trevor was long-winded on that one. You know what I mean? Like that was useless.
I think he was asking the fast food question actually.
So picture this: you get off the plane, you're hungry. No, okay. Really gets into it. Nicely done again. Ames and Jen both tied on the game. Very, very proud. Very, very proud.
I kind of rode her coattails. I feel like you technically won because a lot of the things you
No.
said, I'm like, yeah, let's go with what she said.
Oh,
You had
well,
some
there
good guesses before I answered, and I was like, "Oh, she got it!" Like,
Nailed it.
so,
I knew the Roxanne one, so crushing
nice.
it.
All she does is party all night.
Yeah.
All right, this is
What
the last segment of the pod. Because this, what are we at now? What is this? Almost 2 hours. Good Lord, this podcast is long. Ames, I'm so sorry.
It's
This took
okay.
forever. She's got stuff to do tonight.
God, Paul just so
I really don't
long-winded.
have anything to do.
He just
She's got a
talks
lot.
so
She's got-
much.
She's got tags. Yeah, it's me.
Paul just talking about the whoa. Anyway,
Nicely done. Good job. This last segment, segment D, as it were, is called "Who Have You Been Watching Lately?" You know, throw up on the side monitor, someone that you enjoy, some content you've been liking to consume. I'll go first to give both my guest co-hosts time to think, and my actual guest and think about who they'd like to give a shout out to. Just somebody you put up on the side monitor. And actually, I'm going to give my shout out today to my good buddy and friend of the show, Wolves at My Door. Wolves at My Door. His name is Jay. He is a hell of a content creator. His production value is through the damn roof. It's outstanding. Legit. I mean, it's not to the extent that like Doc was. Like Doc's production value was freaking insane. But he put the most effort into any of his alerts, his overlays, different things that he would have for his chat emotes. He'd make all of his own. He's a graphic designer. He'd make all that stuff himself. He's absolutely insane. And he releases seasonal merch, which is another reason I'm giving a shout out. He has merch out right now at WLVS.shop. It's out until the 8th of August. So WLVS.shop. He makes the most fire merch of any content creator, period. It's just a fact. It's the best. The quality's really good, and his designs are outstanding. They're always seasonal. It's like summer, fall, winter type of thing. So go check it out. He's a great dude, awesome content creator, best production value, and he has amazing merch. So Jay, Wolves at My Door is my shout out. He's Wolves at My Door for Twitch, and also I believe for Twitter as well. Actually, it might be WLVS at My Door on Twitter. So check him out. As my pick, Jen. Time keyboard pencils down.
Oh.
Who is your shout out this week? Would you like to give a shout out to? Now somebody to pick from.
Well, so I'm kind of a creature of habit. I find new people to watch every now and then, but I was gonna say the last time I was on the podcast, that must have been a mistake because I've never been on the podcast. But yeah, I said somebody, and I still watch them. I think maybe I'll give Wavy, our friend Wavy. I've been watching him a lot lately. He's been playing a lot of the games that I've been interested in. Fall Guys, Grounded. Oh yeah. You know, he's always reliable for that really good Animal Crossing content. But yeah, he's very much a variety streamer, and you know, I think I kind of keep up with what games are coming out through watching him because he's right on top of it. He's like as soon as he's on it, and he's just so chill. I like his little music breaks. You know, if you raid him or if you he'll give you he'll freestyle something for you. It's just always really fun. And like watching him play Fall Guys. I've been watching him play Fall Guys a lot because he's got like 22 wins or something. It's ridiculous. But
Wavy is definitely one of my top favorite content creators.
I love it. I just leave him on and it's a good time because he's just so chill too. Like I've never seen him rage ever.
Yeah,
like he never gets mad at anything. He has like the best like chill vibe about him. And I like, you know, he did that. I think your face is on his pinball machine, or what is it? The game arcade. Yeah. Yeah.
His cabinet is, he made a little custom face of me, which is amazing and looks so cool. And I'm right next to Jay.
Yeah, his art is really cool. I like all of his art and stuff. So I just think
he's good merch.
Oh my gosh.
He's a very well-rounded content creator.
Yeah.
I love it. Mine would be Wavy.
Very cool. We're going Wavy. Ames, you are up next. Anyone that you've been kind of watching recently that you want to give a little shout out to?
Yeah. So like I said, if I'm not watching like y'all or Lupo, I have my friend. Her name is Prispop. She's a Valorant streamer. She's been like grinding so much, and I'm like super proud of her. I always have her up. So she's twitch.tv/Prispop.
How do you spell Prispop?
Prispop.
Love it.
And then I think her Twitter is the Pris has like 3 S's. But yeah.
Oh, naturally. Of course.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Prispop. And she's on, you said the what grind again? The Valorant grind?
Valorant grind. She's cracked.
Holy frick, that game. Oh God. It's so sweaty. Oh, I feel like I can't relax playing that game. Just constantly wired, which is funny because I play Tarkov, but still, it's like
no one ever looks like they're having fun. They all look really stressed when they play that game. Everyone looks real stressed. Like you never see like that's why I haven't even really tried it because I'm just like, you know, it doesn't really fit with my gaming style where I kind of just laugh through the whole thing. I was like, I don't know if that would work with Valorant.
Yeah, you'd have to have the right group to do that with. You couldn't like just solo queue in or something like that. You would have to try. Really hard.
No, don't solo queue.
Yeah, no. Well, that's awesome. Looking forward to seeing her be like Prispop_Valorant or something. You know, when she joins a pro team, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be dope. Well, thank you, by the way, everyone, for those amazing recommendations. Wolves at My Door, Wavy, and Prispop are our shout outs, our side monitor content creators of the week. Before we go as well, we'll give a couple shout outs and do the review of the week. But we want to know, Ames, is there anything that you are looking forward to in particular coming up, whether it be a stream or any events that you're looking forward to go to, you know, after, you know, the world is not on fire, and or any merch that you have coming out, anything like that you want to let people know about?
I mean, when COVID ends, I hope to like go to more events and stuff. I do have a secret sponsor in the works, so that'll be coming up soon. I'm really excited for. And then I've had requests for merch. I just don't know what I would do. So, but no merch yet or anything.
Wild. Did you make your own? You mentioned earlier the emotes, or not the emotes, the sub badges. Did you make those, or did you have someone make them for you?
Oh no, I hired this girl who is now. She makes them all for me. She's so sweet. I hired her off Fiverr. Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, cool. And you're like, cool with her now?
Yeah. I'll just like hit her up every time I have a new idea, and she's like, "I got you." I'm like, "Okay, sick."
Oh, awesome. That's fantastic. Awesome. On Fiverr, no less, too. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I got lucky. Cool.
I'm super excited about the sponsor. I remember my first sponsor was like, I was like through the roof. I was like, I'm legit now. This is a real thing that's happening. Everyone shut up. I
can't wait for mine. I don't have one.
Jen, see, again, this is like, why is this
I'm just saying, I want Ames to know she's doing it. She's making it.
She's really making
Thanks, girl.
Ames, you're making it.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe one day both of us can have as many viewers as Jen. All right, let's
I don't want to be here anymore.
Outro here.
This is not what I signed up for.
Fantastic. Viewers and listeners, you now have 2 ways to get on the pod. I don't know why I say now. You've always had 2 ways to get on the pod. In addition to the review of the week, you can use hashtag AskMCA. If we like your question, we'll put it in for our guest. You can also just reply to the Twitter when we announce our new guest. Just put it right in the reply. And say, hey, I would love if you would ask her about this. I'd love you ask him about this. We can use that and put that into the actual rotation of the podcast itself for our guest-specific questions. So be sure to use either hashtag AskMCA or just reply to who we have coming up next. And now we have our review of the week, which is from a Mr. Joshua Cedillo, which I'm sure I nailed that Italian last name. Absolutely crushed it. He says, I love the podcast. Trevor May, Paul, you guys are awesome. Proud supporter of the May Contain Action podcast. And bro, can't wait for the MCA merch. Honestly, same. We're looking at a couple designs. They're freaking fire. I'm actually super jacked about them. Keep up the hustle. And again, I love the content. Thank you, Joshua. It was very kind. Don't forget, guys, if you'd like to be featured on the review of the week, you can just leave it anywhere there's a review section, whether that be on the Apple podcast or the YouTube video, or heck, if you just want to tweet at us some really nice words, that's cool too. We'll pull it from there. That's fantastic. Guys, this is the May Contain Action podcast. If you hadn't realized, for the past 2 hours and 4 minutes, might be the longest yet. You can listen on all major carriers of podcasts, including Apple, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud. You can watch the VOD on YouTube, which should be out tomorrow. 5-star ratings only. If you leave a 4, I will find you.
We will find you.
Cut you. I will have Jen cut you. That will happen.
Sharp objects.
Really descriptive, Jen. Love that.
That's how you cut stuff.
If you're gonna butt in, you need to have some fire. That was really tough. Go follow at May Contain Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. While you're at it, sub to the freaking YouTube. We just hit over 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. Keep it going. We'll get a unique link here soon. That'll be fantastic. Watch all the previous episodes. Watch Ames' episode if you didn't get enough listening to it now as we outro. But before we go, I want to let my co-host Jen plug her stuff. Where can people find you, co-host Jen?
Well, I'm Genticles on most things. Genticles on Twitch. Genticles _ on Twitter. I have the Instagram. I'm just Genticles there. And YouTube, I'm Genticles, which my YouTube is kind of my most exciting thing right now because I hit 1,000 subs and I'm just, I'm branching out. We're doing things. So, but yeah, and I'm just really excited. I know I'm a problem, but I really had a lot of fun. Thanks so much for letting me co-host.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad the internet bullied you into it. I think it went great. I think this was like one of the best.
It was
mostly because of Ames, because she's delightful, but I like help sometimes.
Oh yeah, she was a breath of fresh air. Usually have stuck up guys on here like Dr. Lupo, but she really brought it back home. Very kind, very humble. Speaking of that, You can find me, humble host number 1. I am Paul, aka ActionJaxon. Find me on twitch.tv/ActionJaxon, at ActionJaxon on Twitter, and at ActionJaxonBTW on Instagram, because that guy still has not given up the name, even though he hasn't posted in years. Sick.
We'll find him.
We will find him, and we will cut him with what, Jen?
Sharp objects.
All right, let's wrap up this pod. Before we go, though, Amethyst, where can people find you? Plug everything.
TikTok, Insta, and Twitter are all the same. I'm Amethyst with 2 T's at the end. And then my Twitch is I'm_Amethyst. And my
Nice.
YouTube is just Amethyst.
That brand reconciliation. Love that. Ames, thank you again. It was a pleasure having you on the podcast. I appreciate your patience with scheduling and everything. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry and that Trevor May couldn't be here as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry you got me.
Okay.
But
No, I was really I'm sorry, Jen, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
I was excited to meet Trevor, but then I found out Jen was gonna be on and I got really excited, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Trevor, but I got really excited for Jen to be the co-host.
Get wrecked, Trevor.
Go Twins.
You
I'm never getting invited back ever.
Oh
this is
my
the
gosh,
one time.
no.
I hope that's why I hope everybody had fun. This will not happen again. They will
First
not
and
let
last
me back.
time.
Yep.
If you want to hear Jen say balls again, I think that was around the 40-minute mark. All right, perfect. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This is the May Contain Action podcast. We'll see you next week.
Bye.